Hi, this is James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to talk about South African wines. My only example of a South African wine, this is from Neil Ellis called Sincerely. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. And for me, I just wanted to show this example to have one as definitely a video prop, but something that is in this glass right now. For me, it's a really wonderful wine producing state, and it's termed as often, not always, termed as a new wine world producing nation state. Now, you can look at other wine producers in the world, and you see the Republic of Georgia is very old, Greece, Italy, Spain, France, etc. Long lineage, and this lineage dates back to 1659. And so it really has a great influence of weather from the Atlantic and the Indian Oceans coming to give some really beautiful, cool temperatures for wine grapes. Now, collectively, we often think of South Africa as that curious nation to have a curious grape, that is a Pinotage. The Pinotage is the cross between the Cinsault and the Pinot Noir grape. And that is something that's really, I think in some ways it requires some acquisition to enjoy the flavor profile. I think I've tasted so many that I've really appreciated some really well-made Pinotage. Now, Pinotage is not the #1 grape, and not even the Sauvignon Blanc here. It's the Chenin Blanc. When you think of South Africa, you think of it as a French wine-producing nation state, primarily. You do have other varietals being produced here, but often you're going to find the encapsulation of Chenin Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc, Caberent Sauvignon, Shiraz, Merlot, Chardonnay, etc. And it's a really fine wine-producing state. Quality has ramped up considerably in the past generation. Now you have a Wines of Orgin program coming into play about 1973. With that comes a recognition of the 60 appellations or wine-producing regions in South Africa. So it's getting to be that certification. You can see here you have on the label here, and that's why I brought this out to show. It has the certification, the Gezette Visa, which is the Afrikaans word for certification. So I think it's really cool. It looks really nice, and I remember that was my first bottle. I just thought that was the coolest thing. But what's even cooler is the contents in this bottle here. For me, it's just showing some. I've had remarkable Shiraz. It is just something that's just enveloping, just flavor profiles that are just giving to what Shiraz is, that really magnificent wine grape that can have, and it depends where it's grown, some beautiful notes of lavender and red floral notes, and just really exquisite, beautiful spice notes. And for me, it's something that I just really continue to look out for. Now, you're having wines that are being produced in this, 60 regions, and the best-known regions are Stellenbosh, Paarl, Franschhoek, Breede River Valley, and Klein, Karoo. Now, this is from Western Cape, and Neil Ellis is just a huge producer and well-known producer of South African wines. There are 110,000 hectares of wine grapes being grown, about 270,000 acres, and it's the 8th largest wine-producing nation on the planet. Now, you know, some wine producer are actually some wine retailers, and you would never know that to be the case because there are very few South African wines in some wine retailers. Now, the more thoughtful ones are definitely honing in on that, knowing that people are seeking out South African wines. And I can think of several great wine retailers right now that have an excellent selection. So there's much to choose from. If you have not had a wine from South Africa, seek them out. Try them out. I would start at a Shiraz. I would try Cabernet Sauvignon. Definitely try the Chenin Blanc. Try the Sauvignon Blanc. Those are the 4 wines that I'm going to say, I would say give a try to. Give it a taste to. Enjoy with your food, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, and Pinotages. Salut.